Friends, picture this. It's a quiet Tuesday in your living room. The clock slides past 2 p.m. Sunlight spills across the carpet, and suddenly your eyelids feel heavier than your grocery bags. You tell yourself, just 10 minutes. An hour later, you wake up stiff, foggy, and wondering why bedtime always feels harder these days. If you're over 60, you're not alone. In senior communities from Arizona's warm deserts to the breezy coasts of Maine, countless older adults feel that midday drowsiness creep in like clockwork. But here's the surprise. Researchers at major U.S. sleep centers now say the way and the length we nap can quietly shape our memory, our mood, even our heart health. So before you sink back into the recliner, let's talk honestly about why the urge to nap grows after 60, when naps help, and when they hurt. Simple ways to stay refreshed without losing your night's sleep. This isn't about giving up comfort. It's about understanding your body's new rhythm and learning how to rest smarter. Part 2, why the midday drowsiness grows. As the decades pass, our body clock, the little 24-hour timer in the brain, quietly shifts. After 60, many people notice lighter nighttime sleep and earlier morning wake-ups. That shorter, shallower night leaves tiny gaps of fatigue that show up around mid-afternoon. Hormones play a role too. Levels of melatonin and growth hormone, both natural sleep regulators, decline with age. The brain doesn't get quite the same stay-asleep signal it used to. By 2 or 3 p.m., your body starts whispering, "Let's recharge." Medication matters. Many seniors take prescriptions for blood pressure, pain, or allergies. Some of those drugs have drowsiness as a side effect, nudging you toward an unplanned nap. Lifestyle changes also add weight. Retirement often means fewer scheduled activities. Without the steady stimulation of meetings, commutes, and deadlines, the afternoon can feel slower, and your nervous system interprets that lull as permission to rest. Even diet plays a quiet part. A heavy lunch, extra carbs, or sugary treats send blood sugar up, then down. That dip brings on eyelid-drooping tiredness. Here's the key. None of this means afternoon sleepiness is bad. It's your body signaling an imbalance between energy use and rest. But ignoring how and when you nap can lead to restless nights, foggy evenings, and a cycle of fatigue that lingers. Part 3, the upside of a well-timed nap. When a short nap is chosen with intention, it becomes more than just dozing off. For older adults, a controlled rest window can refresh the brain, steady the mood, and even support long-term health. A 10 to 20-minute nap is often enough to restore alertness without plunging you into deep sleep. After 60, this power nap can sharpen memory and focus. Research shows older adults who rest briefly after learning something new are more likely to recall it later. Lift mood. A nap reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, creating a calmer, lighter state of mind for the rest of the afternoon. Protect the heart. Studies link occasional short naps with lower blood pressure and reduced cardiovascular strain. Preserve independence. Staying mentally sharp and physically steady lowers the risk of falls, mistakes, and fatigue-related accidents. The key is timing. Early to mid-afternoon, about 1 to 3 p.m., fits naturally with the circadian dip. Nap much later, and you risk stealing the sleep pressure your body needs for night. Environment matters too. A quiet chair or recliner, soft lighting, and slightly cooler room encourage light rest rather than full-blown deep sleep. Think of it as a deliberate recharge, not a bedtime rehearsal. The mind benefits as much as the body. Seniors often report feeling mentally reset after a quick nap, able to handle errands, grandchildren, or hobbies without the mental fog that can creep in after lunch. Instead of seeing napping as weakness, reframe it as strategic maintenance. Part 4. Common nap mistakes that steal your night's sleep. A nap is healthy only when it's planned and measured. Cross that fine line, and the same rest that refreshes you in the afternoon can rob you of deep sleep at night. Fiend. Napping. Too late. Dozing off at 5 or 6 p.m. shifts your internal clock. The brain thinks bedtime has already started and delays the release of melatonin later, leaving you wide awake at 11 p.m. too. Oversleeping the nap. Anything longer than about 30 minutes risks pushing you into slow-wave sleep. Wake in the middle of that cycle, and you'll feel groggy, and your body will already have burned some of the sleep drive meant for bedtime. Sleeping in a dark, cozy bed. If you nap in your full nighttime environment, bed, blackout curtains, heavy blankets, the brain may assume it's time for full-scale sleep. A chair or recliner keeps the signal lighter. Chasing naps to escape boredom. Some older adults nap simply because they're understimulated. Multiple boredom naps throughout the day reduce the natural buildup of fatigue your body needs for nighttime rest. Using naps to compensate for chronic insomnia. Regular long daytime naps become a vicious cycle. You nap because you can't sleep at night, and you can't sleep at night because you nap. True insomnia deserves lifestyle fixes or medical guidance, not endless daytime dozing. Heavy meals or alcohol before napping. A full stomach or even a small drink can push the body toward deeper, disorganized sleep, leaving you groggy on waking and more restless at night. Recognizing these mistakes is half the battle. Once you align nap timing, length, and purpose, the afternoon rest becomes an ally, not an enemy, of your bedtime. Part 5. Science-backed tips to make daytime naps work for you. A nap should feel like a quick recharge, not an accidental all-night session. When done right, it can sharpen your mind, protect your heart, and leave you more energized for the evening. 1. Aim for the power nap window. 10 to 25 minutes is the sweet spot. You'll skim the lighter stages of sleep, wake refreshed, and avoid grogginess. 2. Pick the mid-afternoon dip. The body naturally cools and energy dips between 1 to 3 p.m. Napping then supports your circadian rhythm instead of fighting it. 3. Create a calm but not too cozy space. Quiet corner, recliner or sofa, dim but not pitch-dark lighting. Avoid the full bedtime setup, thick blankets, total darkness. 4. Set an alarm. Even a gentle phone chime helps you stick to the time limit and prevents oversleeping. 5. Keep caffeine away. Skip coffee or tea at least 2-3 hours before your nap so your body isn't battling stimulants. 6. Pair naps with movement. Light stretching or a 5-minute walk afterward resets circulation and clears lingering grogginess. 7. Stay consistent. Nap around the same time each day if possible. A predictable routine reinforces your internal clock. 8. Listen to your body, not just the clock. If you're not sleepy, skip the nap. Rest quietly, breathe or meditate instead. Forcing sleep often backfires. 9. Avoid catch-up marathons. If you've lost sleep overnight, don't try to pay the debt with a 2-hour nap. Spread recovery over the next couple of nights instead. 10. Balance with nighttime hygiene. Power naps complement, but never replace, solid bedtime habits. Dark, cool, quiet bedroom, and consistent lights out. Friends, you've just learned why short, smart naps can be a secret weapon for your health after 60, and how small, consistent choices keep both your days and nights full of energy. Remember, the goal is not to sleep your life away, but to give your body just enough rest to stay sharp, steady, and strong. 10 mindful minutes in the afternoon, combined with good bedtime habits, can completely change the way you feel tomorrow. If today's tips made sense to you, don't stop here. Try them for 1 week and notice the difference. Keep a small notebook by your bedside, jot down how you feel each morning, and celebrate even the tiny wins. Better mood, clearer mind, fewer yawns. Your wellness journey is a marathon, not a sprint. Every step, every nap, every healthy choice brings you closer to a more vibrant, active life. If you found this guide helpful, tap like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe so you never miss another simple, science-backed tip to stay strong, sleep well, and truly enjoy every season of life. Thank you for being part of this community. Stay well, rest well, and keep moving forward because your best years can still be ahead of you.